Hi folks, it's Bob from Mountain Crest Farms. Oh me, glad to be inside. It's hot and sunny outside. Of course it's going to be hot in here for long. Wanted to do a little video for y'all to give you an idea on finding some YouTube love for your YouTube videos. Find a way to maybe get your subscriber count up, your views up. Make things just a little bit easier to make your videos found by people that are looking for topics that you do your videos on. I'm going to show you how to use a little tool. It's called TubeBuddy, and I'll go over all this in just a second when the video starts, but a couple things I wanted to hit a couple of times. It's called TubeBuddy. It is not a software package that goes on your computer, so it doesn't matter whether you're using Linux or Mac or Windows or anything. It is a browser add-on. It advertises as a Chrome add-on, but I've used it on Firefox too. It works fine on Firefox. It is free. There is a free version. There are 4 versions. There is free. Let me see if I got these right. There's free, there's pro, there's star, and there's legend. Now I use a star version, but I don't suggest using a paid version to start with. I suggest using a free version to start with. Everything I'm going to cover in this video is available on the free version. The star version has some things in it that makes it a little bit easier, makes it a little bit quicker, and offers some functionality that is not in this video that can help you out. But to start with, you need to be able to do these 3 things that I'm going to show in this video, and that is in the free version. The link for it will be down in the description. It'll be in the description twice. It'll be in the description down at the bottom where I list everything that we use here at Mountain Crest Farms, and it'll be up toward the top part of the description too, in the first few lines. I'd appreciate it if you'd use that link if you decide to use TubeBuddy. If all you ever use is the free version, I think I get an attaboy, or they think well of me. If you use the paid version, if you upgrade, and I would suggest after about 2 or 3 weeks, after you get used to doing what I show in this video, I would suggest upgrading. I like the star version. I tried the legend for a couple of months. It's got functionality that I just don't need. If I had 50,000 subscribers, legend might be appropriate, but I use the star version. But start with the free version and then upgrade later if you see that you want some of that additional functionality. With that said, let's take a look at what is in TubeBuddy.
Okay, let's see just how you can get a little bit of YouTube love for your videos so that people can find your videos easier, which is going to improve your number of subscribers, and it's going to improve your view time, both of which mean that you will do better in monetizing your videos. This is great for people who are just getting started and haven't gotten the 1,000 views they need for monetization. It's great for people who maybe have their 1,000 views but their watch time isn't up real good. And it's good for somebody who has been doing this for a while. It will still make your job of optimizing your YouTube videos much easier. Now, first thing to notice is ignore the little green box. Yes, I've already got it installed. But the link that I'm going to have down in the description, actually twice in the description, up toward I have it in the bottom part of the description all the time, but for this video, if you'll look in the top part of the description, first few lines, you'll see a link for TubeBuddy. Yes, if you get the paid version, which you do not have to, this is a free browser plugin or add-on. But if you do buy the fancier versions, which I don't recommend to start, but I do recommend after a month or 2 of getting used to it, yes, I'll make a little bit of money. But anyway, like it says right here, TubeBuddy is a free browser extension. Now, two things about that. It is free. That is good. What I'm going to show you in this video, you don't need to get the paid version. Everything I'm going to show you can be done in this video, and it's the most important part of getting YouTube to like your videos and promote your videos. The second thing that's important is this is a browser extension. This is not an application that you install on your computer, which means you don't have to worry about, does it work on Windows, does it work on Mac, does it work on Linux? I run a Linux system. This is a browser extension. It's advertised as a Chrome extension, but I've run this on Firefox as well, and it works just fine. So, without saying anything else, let's move on to how to use TubeBuddy to improve the YouTube love on your videos. Here I have uploaded a file. It's already been uploaded, it's already been processed. There is none of this information that you need. There's no tags, no description. Now, first thing you need to know is YouTube looks at 3 items primarily for what's called SEO, search engine optimization, and YouTube is a search engine. It is the second biggest search engine on the internet, second only to Google. When somebody puts in keywords to look for a video, that's the same as using Google. It looks for 3 things. The very first thing it looks for is right here, the title of your video. It looks to see what's in there and see how that title matches up with what people are looking for. Now keep in mind that on this title you can't write just as much as you want to in there. My file name right here uses 42 characters. YouTube only looks at the first 60 characters, so keep that in mind when you're doing a title, and we'll get into how to do titles and how to make effective titles here in a minute. The second thing that YouTube looks at is the description of your video. Now, you want to give enough of a description for YouTube to like the description, so they'll promote it, but you don't want to give away the whole video in the description. People have no reason to watch the video if you do. You can put up to 5,000 characters in your description. After 200, YouTube is not reading it. YouTube reads the first 200 characters. So anything that you want in here to help YouTube find and promote your video needs to be in the first 200 characters. Then YouTube looks at your tags. You have 500 characters for your tags. Use them all. Now, how do you write good titles, good descriptions, and get good tags? That's where TubeBuddy comes in. Something you'll see right here that you don't see, upper right hand corner, that you don't see on your screen if you don't have TubeBuddy, is this little TB button. Click it and you get a drop down. So let's go down here to Keyword Explorer, which you will have a limited use of, but enough for what you want to do. The free version has a limited use of the Keyword Explorer. There are 3 paid versions, and the more you pay, the more it does, but Keyword Explorer, the free version, does plenty. The video that we're wanting to put a good title, a good description, and good tags on is about government overreach. It's about overbearing government. So let's try some keywords and see what happens. The simple thing is, it is about overbearing government, and hit enter. Well, right off the bat, we've got a good keyword. Okay, you get a score of 41 out of 100. That's okay. Let's see if it can be improved even more. Let's see about government stealing rights. Ooh, that's only a 35. But see, this video is more about theft of rights than it is about just general overbearing government. So we want to focus on that. Keep in mind, on your title, you want to do two things. You're talking to two audiences. When people see your video title, it needs to get their interest. It needs to get them to want to watch your video. But it also needs to make YouTube happy, the YouTube algorithm, where your video will be pushed to people who look for similar videos. So you've got two audiences when you're doing your title. Now this says Keyword Explorer, but this is how I come up with titles as well. So government stealing rights is fair, which sometimes that's as good as you're going to get. But let's see if we can improve on that. Instead of government stealing rights, let's go with government takes away rights. Oh, now there's a good one. When you get in the green, when you're getting very good, you can quit looking, okay? So in your title, you need to have, in this case, government takes away rights. And keep in mind, it must be exactly that way. If you were to take this and make it more readable, or make it where you like it more by saying government takes away some rights or a right or anything like that, the score is no good. This score is for government takes away rights. So you've got part of a title. You need keywords, you need tags, okay? Which that's where this comes in down here. Now you can do this several different ways. You can go through and individually check tags that you want to use, which I don't. See, there's one keyword selected already, by the way. That's the portion that's going to be in your title. But the easy way to do this is to come down here and select video tag limit. Remember those 500 characters? Click on video tag limit. It's not going to select everything in this list. It's going to select the first 500 characters and then click copy. And then I hope you have a little bit of a memory, because now you need to remember that government takes away rights. So let's close this. Let's go here to tags. You've got that copied to your clipboard, and let's paste it there. And if you don't have a good memory, remember your first tag is what you found to be a good keyword that I use for a title. Now, so you write your description, you write your title, and this is one of my coffee talk videos. Government takes away rights. Okay, so you have a good title that YouTube likes. You have got tags. You got used 489 characters out of your 500, so you're under here. Your title here has 42 characters. You don't want to go over 60, or you can go over 60. You can have 100 characters out here, but YouTube's algorithm is only going to look at the first 60. So you've got a good title. Now you need a description. Now, right here, there's a little trick. Let's go find one of my videos. Let's pull one up. See right here, these blues, these are links above the title of the video. You want those in there, but a lot of people don't know how to get them in there. While it's above the title, it is not part of the title. It is part of the description. And here's how you get this to happen. And see, these are clickable links. Click on Copy Chat, and you've got everybody that has Copy Chat. And as you can tell by looking at it, I'm fairly well populated there. So let's go back over here. What hashtags do you want above your title? Because this is where you put them. One of my viewers, Lisa, you put hashtags in your title, and it uses up your title and causes a problem with YouTube seeing it. So let's do, the first thing you do here is your hashtags. My first hashtag is always coffee chat. Now notice how I did that. I capitalized each word. In the case of coffee chats, it is a title of a playlist, so that's correct. But even if it wasn't a title of a playlist or anything, like, let's go with takes away rights. That's not actually it's in my title, but it's not a title. Capitalize each word, the first letter of each word. It makes it more readable. Hashtags don't care whether you capitalize, don't capitalize, capitalize every other letter. None of that makes any difference, but it's much more readable, and you do want your hashtags readable. So coffee chat takes away rights. Now let's go back to that first keyword I tried, overbearing government. There's your hashtags. Now, what's the next thing you want in your description? Remember, this description, the first 200 words, the first 200 characters in this description is what YouTube looks at. You've already used 52 of them right here. Just in these, this does use up characters. So, in your next 150 characters, what do you want in here? You want government takes away rights, just like you've got it in your title. Now, but you also want it readable. You don't want it to turn people off. So let's look at government takes away rights. Okay, let's do this. And overbearing government takes away rights. See what I did there? You've got government takes away rights, which is in your, it is now in your title, it is now in your description, and you've also, it's in your tags, and overbearing government is also in your description. That's a good thing. So let's go down here real quick, see if there's anything in here that we can get rid of, and I'll show you why. Let's get rid of, I don't know who John Green is, and let's get rid of Vlog Brothers, and let's get rid of Craig Benzine. And the reason we're going to do that is because we're going to add overbearing government into your into these tags from your description. So how do you do that? You come right down here, click there, and do overbearing government and hit enter. Okay, do you really want these ordered this way? I don't. So I click sort. Overbearing government, these are drag and drop. Overbearing government, I want up here somewhere up toward the start. News can be down toward the bottom. Bill of Rights, gun control. Okay, I like that order. Now, apply and close. This is what you get. You have used 472 of your 500 characters. That's good. You've got tags that are appropriate for government takes away rights, which Keyword Explorer tells us that YouTube will love. You've got your hashtags that will now appear above your title. Instead of using up your title for your hashtags, you've got them here and they'll appear as clickable links above your title. You've got a brief, it's a brief description, but it says what it needs to. An overbearing government takes away rights. You get the government takes away rights, and you manage to work in an overbearing government, which, if you remember, that got fair results. So you've taken care of the three things that YouTube looks at when they're pushing your video, or when they're deciding whether to push your video. You have a good title, you have a good description, but it's about to get better, and you have all these good tags. Now, on this description, the first 200 characters are for the YouTube algorithm, but you've got 5,000 characters. This is where you come in and put things like your Amazon links, if you've got an Amazon seller's account. So that if you, for example, it's where you would put a link to a camera that you bought on Amazon to do your videos with. It's where you would put a link to, it's where I'll put a link to TubeBuddy, because I'd like for y'all to use that link to go over to TubeBuddy and get this browser extension. All that goes in here. And what I do, and this won't make any sense to you right now, but if you ever upgrade, you'll see why you want to. What I've done is I have a boilerplate description. Everything from here up is what I wrote in custom, but everything from these arrows and click show more for MCF, Mountain Crest Farm resources, down, I want it on every single video. And I want to be able to edit that description on videos too. That's part of the paid part of the plugin. But I've got a description I want on all of them. It tells you thanks for visiting the channel, tells you how to find me, my email, it tells you some of our favorite charity. This is where you put stuff what you want on every single video. See, for you YouTube creators, if you're doing YouTube, strongly suggest you use TubeBuddy. This is where you would put that. So what we want to do is select it all, copy it all, close that, come back in here and paste it. Okay, now you've used up 3,193 of your 5,000 characters. YouTube is going to look at the first 200, and you hope that your viewers look at the rest of them. All right, so you've got a good title, a title that YouTube will like. You've got a good description, a description that YouTube will like. And you've got good tags, tags that YouTube will like. Now, this does make you do one thing. You've got to have topics for your videos. Just rambling talk. You've got to have something to be searching for, and you've got to have something that people are looking for to be able to put something in right here. If you're going to put something into Keyword Explorer, it needs to be topic related to what your video is about. So you have to start doing some thinking and actually make some good topics for your videos. Now, Here's something else that TubeBuddy has that I like. Over here on the right, an upload checklist. Have you written a compelling title? Yes. Have you entered a complete description? Yes. Have you added tags? Yes. Have you created a custom thumbnail? No. Monetize advertising settings. Now, when you get monetized, I always forget this until I'm doing that list. I come over here and I tell it what kind of ads that I want to show on my videos. So that reminded me. Yes, monetized my settings. Info cards, add to playlist. Nope, I didn't add it to the playlist, so let's add it to the playlist. It's part of Copy Chat. Okay. Engaging with the videos after it's published, promoting it across existing videos after it's published, sharing on social media after it's published. Adding info cards. Okay, I forgot about that. So, if you come down here, pre-publish, thumbnail generator, you'll have this available, and I'll do a separate video on how to do good thumbnails, but I'm going to put one in here because I'm about to publish this one as we speak when I get done with this, making this little YouTube love video. I'm just giving you a little look on how you do this. I always use yellow text. I always use kind wave, and for text, overbearing, now keep in mind, a thumbnail is only for the eyes of the people who you are hoping will go to your videos. All it is, for lack of a better way to put it, clickbait. That's all it is. YouTube doesn't read it. YouTube has no idea what it says. The only way YouTube even knows it exists is if you do one that the wording violates their community standards and you get reported. This is strictly a picture for people to look at when they're deciding whether to click on your video. Overbearing government. There we go, and you can move it around. It's a little bit too big, but I don't want to size it down so we'll just squeeze it a little bit. There you go. I want to lock that background. Continue. You sure you want to publish it? Save and publish. Okay. Now, I don't know if in the free version you can download the thumbnails or not. I know I've got a paid version and I know I can. So I'm going to. Yep, it got downloaded, so I close this. Apply. Now I'm not going to put any. Yeah, I'm going to put a card template on here. Why do you want a card template? Well, you want a card template, but notice it comes up at 2 minutes. I've noticed I lose a lot of the people that don't stay for the whole video. They leave at about the 2 minute mark. So if they've got someplace else to go on my channel, and I'll show you how to figure out when people are leaving in another video. But if you put something on your channel for them to go to, if they lose interest in one video, they wind up at another video. So you apply the selected card. I've got templates. You won't have templates in a free version, but you can have templates. Come back down here again. You've got the card, end screen. I've got one end screen template, which I should do more. But This is available to you. You just have to manually do it instead of having templates. This is available to you in the free version. So now we have created the custom thumbnail, we've added the cards, so we're good to go. Now, if you do this ahead of time, I'm going to publish this as soon as we get done. But if I had done this yesterday and wanted it to publish this morning, I can schedule my publish. That's part of the paid version, not free. But that's about it. Let's go back over this again and see what we've got. What we have is a title that Google's algorithm will like and help YouTube decide to promote your video. We have got a description that Google's algorithm will like and will help YouTube decide to promote your video. We've got tags that YouTube's algorithm will like and will help it decide to promote your video. We also have a description and a title that hopefully will grab people's eye and get them to want to watch your video. And we have a thumbnail, wherever it goes. I have to hit publish for it to show up. We have a thumbnail that will hopefully grab people's attention. So we've done everything that needs to be done. Either schedule it for publishing or hit the publish button. And it's published. And after you hit the publish button, it goes back and checks all your best practices. Make sure you did everything you needed to do. You still need to get a like on Facebook, share it on Twitter, pin a comment. I'll talk about pinning a comment on a future video. But that will find you some Google love, some YouTube love for your video. It will help YouTube like your video, and videos that YouTube likes, YouTube will push viewers to that are looking for something similar. That's about it. So I hope that helps you out.
Well, that about covers it for TubeBuddy, folks. Like I say, if you would use the links down there in the description, if you want to use TubeBuddy. And don't forget to, down there in the bottom, give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Give me a thumbs down if you don't like the video, and in the comments tell me what you thought of it. Please subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and when you subscribe, mash that little bell so that you get notifications when I do more videos. Oh, and just because this is not an outside video, this is not like my normal videos, one thing hasn't changed. Never will change. Number one, the tomb was empty. Number two, he is alive. Now, I'm going to have a fantastic day. Y'all go out there and have a fantastic day too. Okay?